Welcome to the Dean Blechman Show, live from Long Island. Free-flowing talk with a charismatic, down-to-earth host. Join Dean as he interviews and chats freely with his guests, ranging from superstar athletes to politicians, industry titans, and everyday folk with fascinating life stories. Dean educates, entertains, and most of all, touches people's lives. You're listening to the Dean Blechman Show, live from Long Island.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dean Blechman Show here in studio in Setauket, Long Island on the North Shore. And it's awesome. We're starting to go back to being in the studio, not just Dean on the street, but hanging out in the studio. And I've got some great guests that visited me out here today. Hair Power, Ruth
Hi, guys.
Weber.
I'm back with Dean, yeah. You can't get rid of me.
Social media influencer, writer,
Yes.
and designer. And pleasure to have in studio here the up-and-coming, rising comedian, actor, writer,
He does it
funniest
all.
guy.
He does it all.
Does it all.
Oh, my God.
Gianmarco
Unbelievable.
Soresi.
Perfect.
Huh? I got it right.
You nailed it. 10th time's the charm.
I nailed it, right?
Yay.
I'm nervous, huh?
Yeah.
We used to, these shows used to happen only with my first 6-7 months were podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
With just audio, not video.
Sure.
So all the things that I've gotta remember to do to make this whole thing.
Yeah,
And he's making me put makeup on and get dressed. I can't just come with my pajamas. You know, it's like
Yeah.
so
Gianmarco,
annoying.
what do you think of this studio?
Oh, I love it. You know, I wanted to record audiobooks for a while, so I tried to set up one of these in my tiny little closet, and it was a disaster.
Really?
Oh, it was a disaster. I was putting up blankets and using tacks to like tack it to the shelving, and the tacks kept falling out. I kept stepping on them. I recorded one audiobook, and that was the end of that.
Hey, listen, it's unbelievable how much went into this.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Especially when you've got a young chick from the United Kingdom named Rhea, okay? that every day I've got to deal with her over.
Thank goodness she's not here. She'd have a whip.
Skype,
She'd have a whip actually whipping you if she was here.
But she helped.
Hi, Rhea.
Hello, Rhea.
We love you.
She helped me build out this entire studio.
Yeah.
She's
no,
amazing.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Okay.
she's amazing.
Matter of fact, she wanted this couch to Gianmarco. She wanted this. One of the first things she said.
Yeah, guys, there's
Coming
a couch
in all
here.
the way from the United Kingdom, she wanted this couch to come out of the studio.
Why? You need a couch. Couches are the best.
Yeah, well, I already had my wife Sharon ready to lynch me by putting this in my house.
Sure.
Okay, that.
Well, tell
This
Dean
is
this
used.
Jean-Marc
What this
Marco
is used
why.
for?
Yeah.
This is used for 2-3 purposes. I've got a lovely, great, dear mother-in-law down in Boynton Beach, Florida. She
Great.
comes up 2-3 times a year and has a challenge going upstairs. So this is her pull-out bed, and
Very
Rhea,
nice.
Yes.
Rhea wanted to go out, so forget it. I had my wife going crazy a year ago that I'm putting a broadcast studio. You see what goes into this here.
Sure. In her
And
mother-in-law's room.
then I had some chick that speaks to me every day. You know, besides my wife, I speak to her every day. She helped build out this studio and has been a tremendous
Or
friend.
she yells
and
at him every day.
She yells at me every day.
Has the mother-in-law come since you've set this up?
Absolutely. So what happens is
He's a
this
great
desk and
mother-in-law
Yeah.
and mother.
everything's
Amazing.
got to come, be broken down here.
Wow.
It's, and she even says, Dean, I won't come up. If you don't want me to come up, if you don't want me to come up, I don't want to disturb you. Okay.
She's a Jewish
Yeah,
mom.
yeah.
No, I don't want to put you out. I don't want to put you out.
Mom,
Don't.
Mom, I love you, and I got to say hello to my mother too.
Hi.
Hello.
Can't wait to
Okay.
meet you guys.
Gianmarco,
Yes.
Mom, Gianmarco Soresi, nice Jewish boy
Yes.
with Italian heritage, right?
And I just
Mild
told him to
Italian
get down to
heritage.
Florida and play down there.
Yeah.
She
She wants me to run the retirement home circuit.
Yes,
Right.
Yeah, very
yes.
lively
It'll be
crowd.
fun.
So this is a brief show. Let me set this up. Ruth Weber and I, we met many months ago. We met at Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, Long Island, New York. If you haven't been there, you got to go there.
Great. It's
My buddy
a
Joe
little gem.
Carletto and manager James Dolce, great guys, run a first-class operation. And if you want to listen to some great comedy,
Amazing.
great comedy, great
Amazing.
shows,
Right
you
on
got to
Long
get out.
Island.
You got to get out to Governors. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Carol and I were introduced by Joe Carletto out
Yes.
there. We've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
And it's going to be on a lot of
Can't
shows.
get rid of me now.
Can't get rid of her. Okay, but she is one hell of a writer.
I try.
Mickey Hart, a drummer for Grateful Dead. What an article you wrote. MC Hammer.
Yes.
Peter Max, the
Yes.
world great artist. You're
Amazing soul.
You're an amazing talent.
Thank you.
Beautiful hair. Beautiful
Hair power. Hair power. Hashtag hair power.
And that happens without putting her.
This is blown dry.
That happens without putting her finger in an electrical socket.
This is actually blown dry right here.
That's fantastic.
Okay, but great to have you here today. Thanks for taking the ride out.
I
And
had to pick
Gianmarco,
Gianmarco.
this
out.
is one of the
He's-
funniest young men that I've ever met in my
so
life.
kind of you.
And let me tell you something. Caroline's Comedy Club in September. What's the date?
September 27th.
at 7:30.
7:30.
7:30.
Gotta come there. Gotta come to Caroline's Comedy Club.
We'll be there
Yeah.
too.
We're gonna be there. Dean on the street
He needs
with hair power.
parental support.
I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Gianmarco Soresi.
Yeah.
You better spell it for them.
Yeah,
so
so-
they look you up because there's some great stuff there.
Yeah,
Oh,
please. So
amazing.
GIANMARCO, and last name is SORESI.
Wow.
So yeah, I've had to spell
Great
that
name.
once a day for credit cards, for everything.
Now, your claim to fame initially, okay, General Electric.
Yes.
Okay, commercials.
Commercials. I was the GE guy for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, 6
Tell
national commercials.
Very funny.
But what was the cool part was I did all these live things. I would do Snapchat. They had me one time climb a 20-story wind turbine. so what they did, they put a hat on, they put a camera on the hat, and they flew me out to California.
Oh, that's hysterical.
And I was gonna do it. I've gone skydiving before, so I was like, I can climb this. It's very scary. I got there and I had a moment. I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Because skydiving, it's one decision to jump. When you're climbing, every rung is a decision to continue the ascent. And it was 20 stories.
Wow.
So 20 stories, I had a camera, a hard hat, and I have gloves and everything. And I got about halfway. And I mean, they flew me out there. I couldn't not do it. Wow. But I'm halfway up there. I'm very scared. And then they go, and it's all being live streamed. So I can't curse. I can't curse at all. I'm in character, even though I'm horrified. And so I'm about halfway. I haven't been looking down this whole time because I just want to focus on one rung. And they go, hey, Owen. And I was like, what? What do you want? And they said, we accidentally made the camera backwards. Can you flip it around? It's on my head. So, and again, I can't curse. So I had to cling onto the ladder. It's touchscreen, so I had to take off my safety gloves, reach up, and just poke. And I was like, did it work? Did it work? And they're like, yes, it did. I was like, okay, thanks, guys. Thanks for checking that. But I made it to the
really
top.
funny.
It was honestly, it was scarier
Skydiving.
than... Yeah, have you gone skydiving?
Never.
Oh, you
never,
need to.
Never.
One of the
No,
best.
I can't handle
I'm
that.
telling you.
You know what? You met my daughter earlier. You met
Yeah, I did.
Allison. That's
Yeah.
something that she would have been into. She'd get into skydiving.
Oh, no, my
Yeah.
daughter Hannah wanted to do that. I said, no, you've
You know-
done everything else. You don't need to do that.
Well, I did it in Interlaken, Switzerland, which is
Wow.
apparently the #1 place to do it,
Wow.
according to their brochures. But it was the best. I signed up 2 days in advance because I know I chicken out, and there's no refunds. It's very expensive. You don't want the discount place for skydiving. And
No, you don't.
the day before I wrote a will. I wrote what to do with my remains, should there be any.
Oh my goodness.
I Skyped an ex-girlfriend that morning. I told her I loved her. It was one of these, like, I begged her. I
What
was
did
like,
you do after?
I begged her. I said, tell me I don't have to do this. She's like, you don't have to do it. And I was like, can you push me, please? And she'd be like, then do it. I'm like, how can you say that if I die, my blood is on your hands. And I went and I got on the plane. And what happened was the skydiving instructor, like, I was doing the thing where I was like, hey, is this going to be okay? I asked him, do you have a wife? And he said, no wife, no girlfriend, no kids.
No reason to live.
Yeah, he said if I went missing, no one would even know. And something about it,
Encouraging.
something about it made me go like, all right, I'm gonna do this. And it was the best. I can't. It was one of the top 10 experiences of my life.
Wow.
So I do recommend it.
Hey, listen. One of the top 10 experiences is coming out to Setauket and meeting me and being on this show.
Yeah.
He's never been out here.
Okay,
We got
because
2 at the top.
he came in from Manhattan and he came in. Carol picked you up at Hicksville.
Yeah, I picked him up.
You probably thought the drive was never going to end.
No, it wasn't that bad. It was a half hour. It was a half
The
hour.
way Carol
Really
drives, we were speeding along.
in my little Mini Cooper,
listen,
forget it.
Next time you're doing stand-up comedy in a club, ask your audience. How many of you have been to Setauket, Long Island? I'm curious. How many people ever heard of Setauket?
Right,
okay.
right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to put it on the map. Okay.
Oh, good.
He's doing a good job, too.
It's a great place. So listen, I got to ask you. You came into my home before we walked into the studio.
Sure.
I must have called you John Carlo at least 10 times. Gianmarco.
Yeah.
Gianmarco Soresi.
I let people get there on their own.
How the hell did you get that name?
My dad went to Italy once and had fun, and so he decided to, it was a big branding decision. I mean, I get it though. When I saw he told me like I was 100% Italian growing up, and then like I did one of the Ancestry.com, and it was like it turned out it was just my great grandfather had shook an Italian man's hand one time. Like I'm Italian in the sense that we're all African.
Yeah.
That's how Italian is. But I got it because when I saw The Godfather at an early age, too young, and I was so enamored by the culture that I started signing my name Gianmarco Vincent Soresi Corleone. I started adding that. That's how I signed my spelling test.
Good Jewish boy.
Yeah. My mom
And he really
my mom
is.
was
He really
horrified.
is.
She's
He
like,
really
they
is a
were
good Jewish boy.
murderers. How can you do this?
See who Carol says? She says more of a nice Jewish boy.
No,
Yeah.
he is a Jewish boy
Yeah, I
am.
with
Nice
an
Jewish
Italian
boy.
name.
Yeah, I did The Birthright 2 years ago. That was a fun trip. You said that your daughter did
Yes,
The Birthright?
Hannah went, I'm going to say maybe 3 years ago.
3 years ago, sure.
You just got it in there under the wire.
Just
'cause
under the
it's-
wire.
yeah.
It's cutting off 27.
Oh, is it?
I think they added a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
great.
so listen, you're a young guy. I'm not going to ask you your age. Okay,
He's
you're
young.
a young guy.
He's younger than
okay?
us. Yeah.
Why acting? Why writing? Why stand-up comedy and everything else that you do? I mean, you're a funny guy.
Oh, thank you. I think it's just not being popular in school. And that's just so you just want people to like you.
So you were the fun one.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was from the first time I did The Princess and the Pea in first grade, and at the end I was the prince. I don't know if you saw it, but at the end I was supposed to tell the princess I love you, and I said it, but then I turned to the audience and I went, bleh. And the whole audience erupted and laughed. Not the teacher; she was very upset, but the whole audience laughed, and I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I knew very
That's
early.
great.
I knew very, very early.
It sounds like me. I had similar experience. I did
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh
Winnie the
very
Pooh?
early, and
Who were you?
and improv. I was actually Winnie the Pooh.
You were Winnie the Pooh. Starring role.
I think I was 6 years old, and I was always backstage on Broadway or something. And I thought, this is normal, right?
Sure.
Let me
Dean,
go
did you
into
ever do
theater.
any theater growing up?
Never.
Second
did.
grade, third
never
grade?
did. I was selected to be an MC in my senior variety show.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
And,
could see
and
that.
the 5 or 6 other classmates of mine sang pretty, I can act, but they sang pretty well.
Yeah.
So I was told just to fake it. My voice was that bad, okay? I didn't know I had a voice for radio and TV or voiceovers like I'm doing now.
Right.
But as far as singing, it just wasn't in there. So
Sure.
they said keep quiet. But that was my only experience.
Yeah, Gianmarco and I met because his grandfather is close friends with my father at their retirement community.
Okay.
And it ended up that Gianmarco graduated from University of Miami, which my daughter went to, and now his sister's going to.
Yeah.
So his grandfather and said, "Oh, you have to meet Gianmarco. You have to meet him."
He's very supportive grandfather.
So yeah, he's a sweetheart. Hi, John.
Hey.
So
Yes, hello.
and hi, Dad. Evie, everyone at Cedar Crest and Pompton Plains High. So that's how
Very
we
cool.
met, and yeah.
You know, we're meeting Carol on the same day. You and I, I knew Carol for a while, but you two were meeting for the first time today.
Yes.
But the more time you spend with her, you're going to get great material.
I'm sure.
Do you know that she's been married 3 times?
Oh, that's great. My
Did you know
mom's
that?
cat
Well,
just
I already told him about the two named John. That if you ever hear old John, new John, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah. No,
So-
I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Did you? She's got a lovely husband, John. Great guy, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hi.
Lovely
Hi.
guy. Okay,
Yes.
but he's a garbage man. And
Yeah.
did you know that the garbage men are some of the biggest snoopers for Playboy and Penthouse magazine?
Yeah, he's brought home some nice classics. He was afraid to show them to me. I said, no, I like that. From the 1970s Playboy, that's when it was good, not now.
Yeah, who's throwing these away?
Yeah.
So listen, did you ever have an audience that didn't laugh
Oh, all the time.
all the time?
Oh yeah. I mean, you do shows with 2 people, 5 people. I did a show for kids. I did this. It's a matinee show. I think it was like 2 on a Sunday. I think it's called Mom Would Approve or something. And it was mothers, and I think must have been 7-year-olds or something. And so, I had to go through my material, see what was clean enough for 7-year-olds. What would they get? I don't know what references they understand.
Yeah, what they understand.
Yeah, but at some point I made a joke about forgetting my mom's birthday. And then one kid goes, my mom was born July 8th. And I was like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden another kid goes, my mom was born. And before I know it, the whole audience is shouting out not just their mom, but their brother's birthday and their birthday. And I only had a couple more minutes left, and I just let them continue until it was done.
I guess
Super.
with something like that, you
So-
just have to talk about like icky stuff and the relevant cartoons to them. I don't know. What would you talk to about?
I brought some popsicle stick jokes
Oh, that's
with me.
cute.
Like in
Okay.
case anything bombed, I'd go to the popsicle stick. I tried to make noises and faces and try to give something, because the parents are there too, so you try to hit both of them.
Right.
But
A
it was a
challenge.
good time.
Yeah,
it's
that's
always.
funny.
I think it's different audiences are always
Right.
like. I did a show in Chicopee, Massachusetts at Hukelau. And, I have a lot of
Hi,
Jewish...
Chicopee.
Yeah, hello. Jess Miller, who's fantastic. She books the show. And, I looked up, because I have a lot of Jewish humor. And I looked up, what in Massachusetts, what percentage is Jewish. And it was pretty high. But I found out that it's not in
Not
Chicopee as it high. And so in an audience, it must have been like 300 people. At some point, I go, okay, how many people here are Jewish? And it was one in the corner, and it was the other comic. And I said, all right, well, we know there's the exit in case we need to make a run for it. But I was amazed. They really tuned in, and they liked it. And I probably taught them a lot about Jewish culture.
Well, they
So
knew
it was
you were
good.
from New York.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
not
yeah.
really. He's actually originally from the D.C. area, but now you're from New York. 'Cause
Is
that's
that
where you live.
official?
Well, you live there. You're working there.
Sure.
So they,
That's always the people debate.
Yeah.
When are you
Yeah.
a real New Yorker?
Right.
Yeah.
5 years, 10 years.
Well, you're acting there. You're doing
acting
things
there.
in New York. So I would say
Yeah.
yes, you're definitely
I'm on
a New
it.
Yorker now. Yeah.
So listen, the year that we're in this year is unprecedented times with the political landscape.
Sure.
Is that something, is politics right now and over the past year something you stay away from?
No, I definitely touch on it. I think what's hard is it all just, there's new stuff happening so frequently. So you have to find stuff, at least in the stand-up circuit, that's more evergreen. Like, you could talk about politics, but like if you focus on a specific event, within 3 days, it'll be like old hat.
Within
and
an
it takes
hour.
so long. Yeah, within an hour. It's crazy. So at least in New York, I do it. I always joke when you do it in New York, because you know what the political landscape is in New York. So like, you're not being brave at all. Now, when I was in Chicopee, I didn't do anything political, because because it's a different audience. People are shaking my hand, and they had NRA hats on, and they all very, very religious and very conservative. And I think I want to get to that point where I'm able to do, because I think if you do really good political humor, you're able to talk in a way where everyone can relate, you know, or
Right.
you're talking about some kind of undeniable truth in a way. But I've had friends who've done it and gotten attacked on stage.
Yeah.
So you
have to be
gotta
careful.
watch it, but I don't want to be a coward about it. I want to be honest to what my opinions are.
Right. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, we spoke about comedy. I know you have a love for Broadway, for
Sure.
film. How about a little bit on that? What you've experienced?
Well, I've done a couple episodes of Blue Bloods as reporter number 2.
That's so cool.
yeah,
He actually got a credit.
Yeah. I yell questions at Tom Selleck, and he kind of ignores it and then walks away. That's my big credit there. I've done a Unforgettable on A&E. Was a procedural show. All sorts of and web series now and sketch comedy and but Blue Bloods is always fun. They bring me back occasionally just to.
So
That's
listen,
fun.
other than catching you on the Dean Blechman Show and
Sure.
and Dean on the Street shows, okay?
Yeah.
Why don't you share with everybody how they could follow you
Sure.
and see some of the work that you've done in the past?
Yeah,
Why don't
so
share
if
that?
you find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's all my name, Gianmarco Soresi. Again, GIANMARCO and that's I post all my show dates. I got a sketch team that performs at the People's Improv Theater once a month. Lots of stand-up stuff. And I guess one of the reasons I've been doing a lot of stand-up, I have a show called Less Than 50% that's going to be off Broadway next summer for 5
Awesome.
weeks.
Oh, that'll be
at
great.
59th, 59th.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Hopefully we're going to get good seats.
Yeah,
Of
we'll go
course.
every night.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
night we're going to
So-
be there. So
It's
front row.
Yeah, we bill it as Annie Hall as told by Charlie Kaufman, and it's kind of a lot of stand-up in it, and it's romantic
great.
comedy, and that's my
That's
baby.
exciting.
Yeah, I
That's
started writing
that's
that
very
in 2012.
Wow.
So it's taken that big of a journey, but 5 week
Wow.
off Broadway run.
Wow. Dean on the Street's going to have to get in the show there, and
Yeah.
we're going to have to
I
get
know, it'll be-
outside with talk to fans online.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
As they're waiting online, interact with them. Some
And we'll
really
be a
great stuff.
We're going to try to do a Dean on the Street
She did
Caroline's
Caroline's.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Super.
just doing a lot of stand-up, man. I love stand-up. I just
Awesome.
feel like it's a new
That's
love,
great.
and in the last year I've been going
You're
crazy at it.
you're a funny guy.
Awesome.
You're a really funny guy.
Very kind
I'm
of you.
telling you, if you have not met Gianmarco Soresi, and you've met him first for the Dean on the Dean Blechman Show, I'm telling you, watch this. What's going to happen these
yes.
next
Definitely.
few couple of years?
Thank you.
You're going to say you met this guy on the Dean Blechman Show.
And check out his videos. They are
He's-
hysterical.
He's an incredible talent and will leave you in stitches. We're low key here because I'm still getting used to the studio here and mics. These guys had me mashugana. They had me crazy. I was breaking a sweat. I thought I was going to have to take a shower before we got started because I was thinking about Rhea in the UK. She's going to be telling me the camera's too high, it's too low. You didn't have pictures of the monitors. Carol's already telling me I should have this, that.
We're always planning, always.
It's,
Always.
But it's been, this is what's great about this. I wake up every day,
Yeah.
and whether it's Dean on the Street or it's in studio here, I just love speaking to people. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got an experience.
For sure.
People have talents. People have great products. They have businesses that are great. And this platform here gives people the opportunity and to be on, whether it be on the street or here in the studio, or bringing them on these monitors from anywhere,
Around the
Skype,
world.
anywhere in the world. And basically, I love exposing great people to the world. So,
Thank you.
so I'm having
Thank
a lot
you
of
for
fun,
having
and
me. It's an honor to be here.
it's. I really appreciate you coming
Sure,
out.
it's
But
my
we
pleasure.
got like Carol's pretty funny.
Yeah.
She could do stand up comedy.
I'm
I'm
sure,
telling
but
you.
I've been asked.
But
I've been asked.
she's not only an incredible talent, a very gifted young lady, and tremendous talent, but she's funny.
Yeah.
She's really funny, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
for
got
sure.
some. She's got a cousin. Did you know that she's got a cousin in Indiana that's got a freak show club?
A freak
Yeah,
show
what's his
club.
name again?
Elliot.
Elliot.
is that
Or
mean?
Cousin Elliot.
Crembo, as he
Yeah.
goes by his stage name.
What does he do?
It's called Blue Monkey Sideshow.
Blue Monkey Sideshow. And
Yeah.
what does he perform in that?
He is, he's like the master of ceremonies, but it's a sideshow. It's a freak show.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
you'll look it up on,
I will.
you'll see. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, what town in Indiana is he in? He's not in Bloomington, is
He's
he?
right by Indianapolis. I'm really not sure.
Really? He's supposed to be really wild. We got to make a
Yes.
trip out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That would be
should.
unbelievable, huh?
Hey, Elliot, you ready for us to come and see you?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But he's got a freak show club, right?
It's not a club. It's actual show.
It's an actual
And
show.
he goes to different venues. The guys go, the very, very talented and very intelligent guys. They all have their masters, and they travel, and they go to different, they open for acts, and they Oh, maybe he'll open for you one day.
That would be so
That'd
cool.
be
That
cool.
would be wild.
They
What
should
do you
come to
think?
New York.
What do you think, Elliot? Well, you know what? He was born in the Bronx. He's a nice Jewish boy from the Bronx.
Uh-huh.
And they would love to come to New York. So who knows?
What's one of the things that's one of them will do? Like,
Oh my God, he has a sword swallower.
oof. Oh, that's crazy.
They sleep on nails. They did anything.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that.
crazy.
Anything
it's crazy.
that makes the audience go, oh my God.
Everyone's like, oh, I can't watch it.
Yeah. That's the best.
Gianmarco, you didn't talk about Matza Pizza, really.
Oh, Matza Pizza.
Okay, you gotta share the Matza Pizza.
So Matza Pizza. So I did all those General Electric commercials, and rather than save any of the money, as I should have, I decided to produce a sketch series with this wonderful producer, my good friend Lindsay Elizabeth Hand, Edge in Motion Productions, and we filmed 16 sketches. And it was just kind of everything. It was
Awesome.
all these
They're
sketches.
great.
The one
They're
that did really
hysterical.
well was called Showtime, and it was when I find I'm alone in the subway and I decide, oh, I'm going to be one of the Showtime dancers and try it out, and I'm not very good, and then someone walks in on me, and that was the one that really blew up. But it was just so, I mean, it's like what you do. You have an opportunity, you have time, and you go, okay, I'm going to do exactly what I want to do.
That's great.
And pursue it, and you're working hard, but it feels you have a purpose with it.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It really
It
is.
was my baby, and so we're submitting it to festivals, and
That's wonderful.
overall, I just hope I am able to continue making more stuff.
Right.
That's
I think it's
great.
wonderful. It's
Yeah.
the greatest feeling. About a
It
month
is.
ago, I had a LA photographer. It got through to me on the phone, and he gave me a call. And it's a great feeling when
Yeah.
someone tells you that I inspire him every day and,
Sure.
and
that's
make him
wonderful.
laugh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
You're gonna find as you get to know me,
Yeah.
I'm a pretty funny guy. I can be funny.
And a
You gotta-
sweetheart.
you gotta
And
lead-
he's a sweetheart, too.
You gotta lead me into it. But once you lead me into it, I could get going. But Matza Pizza sounds really
Matza
cool.
Pizza, and with an A. Matza Pizza. Matza, it's spelled all these different ways,
Right,
all these Jewish
right.
words. Who knows how to spell yarmulke? Who knows how to spell matzo ball? So Matza. And yeah.
So what are you doing for the Jewish holidays coming up? They're later. They're late
Which one's coming
September.
up?
You have Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur,
Yom
the
Kippur,
big
they fall
ones.
late.
Yeah.
I go to my Jewish side of the family. A bunch of them live in Great Neck, so I will go out and see them. And they'll have a good meal.
Wow.
So
He'll eat for a night.
yes, I will eat quite heartily for a
Is
night.
there anything that we didn't cover that you want to talk about here?
Oh
Is there
gosh!
anything
So
that
my
we didn't-
sketch team is called Uncle Function.
Mm-hmm.
That's my sketch team. God, I think we covered the whole gamut.
Awesome.
I mean,
So I did
yeah.
well. I did okay.
Yeah, you did
perfectly.
great.
Yeah, we
Super.
covered
no,
everything.
No downtime, huh?
Yeah,
we
no.
Kept it, we kept
Yeah, we
it
did. We
going.
kept it moving.
Yeah.
Carol's quiet.
No,
Anything you want to talk
I
about?
would like to add, I'm missing my daughter terribly. As many of you know, my daughter was going off to the Navy. Well, she left yesterday. I got a final phone call, so all day was about crying. So today I wanted a day about laughing
Sure.
and cheering up. So that's why I got Gianmarco to
Yeah.
come out. I said, this will be great for me.
And she's for 3 weeks. She's training.
She's going to be there for 12 weeks.
12
weeks at least, hoping. Let's all cheer her on and hope that she graduates in 12 weeks. 3 weeks, I won't hear from her at all. So, it's my only kid. You know me, I'm very close with Hannah. And so interesting tidbit, though, Gianmarco graduated from University of Miami. And Hannah did too, and now his sister is there. So not only does his grandfather and my father, not only are they good friends, but there's also that
Beautiful.
connection. So
Yeah.
Beautiful.
but I also want to tell everyone that I am on the board and a founding member of the Navy Moms Relief Fund. We have a website, NavyMomsReliefFund.com, or you can find us on Facebook, brand new. We are a 503c charity, and we want to raise funds to send parents to boot camp graduations for the Navy. And beyond that, we want to help all 4 military branches that, God forbid, your child or spouse gets hurt. We want to be able to help fund sending families to see their loved ones.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah,
fantastic.
so
That's a great cause.
Yeah, so we're all working for that. So
That's super.
yeah, so now
Awesome. And once again, if my audience wants to follow you, what's the best way to follow you?
you can follow me at WeberLifeDesigns.com, or you could just Google Carol Ruth Weber with 1 B. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, LinkedIn. I'm all over the place. If you just Google my name, Carol, then Ruth, Ruth, and Weber, Weber, you will find me. I guarantee that. I'm all over the place. And basically, you'll see my articles. You'll see the videos. You'll see everything.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Also, Carol, Ruth Weber is going to be on. We have a pilot show that we're testing called, you've maybe heard about it, The Doghouse.
Yes.
Where we all get together. We talk about the past week.
Yeah.
We come up with a great story from the week, and someone from those stories, we put them into
the
Doghouse. We get a little edgy. It's a little bit different format than this type of show.
And
we bring in our crazy, beautiful British young lady with her great accent, Ria Bo. We bring her in on Skype here, and we just found out Gianmarco Soresi is going to once in a while come out to Setauket and be live here on the new Doghouse show. Right. And obviously, anyone else, any other guys that want to come on and rotate with Gianmarco that want to join Dean and sit in his seat, we welcome you and feel free to contact me by emailing me at dean@deanblechman.com if you have an interest in sitting right here in the studio. And if you're good enough to participate and you want to get wild, crazy, funny, and it's a lot of fun. So
it's all about having fun, being topical. We answer a question from a viewer, which is interesting about life. And as Dean said, we all pick a top story, and from that top story, we actually put someone or something or some whatever in the Doghouse. So,
that's right.
Yeah. So.
Well, listen, I want to thank you guys really for coming out here.
Thank you for having me.
You've been out here before.
Yes.
But Gianmarco.
Yes. Thank
listen,
you.
I keep plugging him.
It's wonderful.
I hope he realizes it. He's gonna throw me a bone. Hopefully, at shows he starts plugging Dean Blechman a little bit.
You can't forget us when you're like rich and famous up there somewhere.
But remember that you saw him for your first. If you haven't seen him before, remember you saw him here. Because I'm telling you, big time star. Very soon, okay? And a great guy, and really appreciate it.
Thanks.
So wish you lots of luck. And at Caroline's next month, the date is
September 27th, 7:30 p.m.
September 27th. That's 7:30 p.m.
Get your tickets now.
Carol and I are going to be there. Dean on the street will be very active there as well. Got to get your tickets.
Yeah.
And anything else that you want to say before I say goodbye to everybody?
No. Whoever wants to write to Hannah, send me an email at Carol@WeberLifeDesign.com, and I'll give you her address, and you could send her a letter. It has to be a white plain envelope, only a letter. We don't want her to get in trouble. So, but she's going to be flooded with mail. So, funny things, anything, we'll keep our Navy kids happy. So
listen,
that's all.
I always tell you, good health and lots of success. But this young man, I want to say once again, great health, lots of success. And anyone wants to come on the show, it doesn't have to be the Doghouse. It can be just one-on-one with Dean. You come in all around the world on Skype, whatever the case is. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got an experience. People have businesses they want to talk about. No one set subject matter. It's everyone and everybody. Everyone's welcome. So you just got to contact me. That's all.
Great.
So listen, as far as this show and all previous shows and future shows, you can catch it on Facebook. You can catch it on the Dean Blechman Show YouTube channel. But from all of us at the Dean Blechman Show, Carol, Ruth Weber, Gianmarco Soresi, and Dean says for everybody, have a great day, a good evening, and
bye guys.
We'll see you. We'll see you real soon. Bye now.
You've been listening to the Dean Blechman Show live from Long Island, New York. From all of us here, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. We look forward to hearing your comments via Facebook, Twitter, Skype, and email. And don't forget, you can visit the webpage anytime for the up-and-coming guest list. From all of us here, have a good evening.